the man on the street with the news you can use. Your favorite news host, Donnell Ballard.
Tuesday afternoon. Today is October the 1st. Happy new month. All right, y'all, let's talk about this, man. If you haven't heard the news, the Hurst police are asking for the public help. There is a missing 16-year-old girl right here in North Texas. She's been missing since September the 29th. She became missing around 8:30 on September the 29th at Bluebonnet Drive. And again, if you know anything about the whereabouts, please notify the Hurst police a little bit about her. She is described as 5'6", about 240 pounds, and was last seen wearing a black t-shirt and black and a bicycle, I got shorts. And again, if you know whereabouts, please let the Hurst police know. They are looking for her, trying to get her back home safe. All right, y'all, in other local news, let's talk about this. Today's the last day for the Fort Worth Independent School District Superintendent, Dr. Ramsey. The last day is today, and after this, she'll be leaving, and leaving permanent. But she'll continue to stay on contract until next year. All right, in other news, man, there is a press conference just happened earlier today concerning Sean Diddy. Different people are coming forward and telling their stories, and an attorney right here in Texas are representing Tony. Let's take a look at this. We'll be right back.
We know that many of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused, or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave. Typically paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave. And then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs, you should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation, anyone who participated in such in any way, anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct, anyone who was in the room and watched it happen but made no effort to stop it, any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on but failed to stop it, any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it but did nothing to report it or stop it, and any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous. You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data. Now, although these are, in fact, individual cases, there is a common theme, an MO, if you will. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around as other people watch and enjoy the show, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of physical violence or financial repercussions or bodily harm. The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, false imprisonment, sexual abuse of minors. Given the large volume of cases, and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days. Now, it's rare Sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, this type of activity is pervasive in our society, and it's rare we get a chance where we can really focus on this as a country and really focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we as collectively can do about it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity before I go into some of the individual cases and talk about some of the individual claims being made and so you'll get a sense of what this 120 people group looks like individually. I want to bring forward Carrie Paul. She's a national victim advocate who helps victims who have been victimized by this type of conduct. And she has some important words, and I hope you'll pay close attention. I think it's important that you hear from her.
Hello, I'm Carrie Paul with the National Victim Advocate. It's not easy for any survivor to come forward. Our culture doesn't believe survivors. It blames and questions them. Instead of showing support, many choose to enable abusers. The media runs stories asking why it took so long for survivors to come forward instead of asking what barriers exist. We also don't equip law enforcement with the ability to handle sexual assault crimes. Lack of funding translates to lack of training. We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim, and also an alarming amount of backlogged, untested rape kits.
All right, y'all. Again, that was Tony, the head of the law firm in Houston. That was the press conference that they had earlier today. All right, y'all. Man, so many people are dying, y'all. Let's go to this next top story news, man. If you haven't heard the news, John Amos on Good Time has passed away. Now, we don't know what all happened, but we do know that he has died. So we can get more details, we'll pass it along to you. You can see the picture right there. All right, in other news, again, we continue to talk about the vice president debate. Is going to be going on tonight. The vice president, both. It's going to be very interesting to see what happened with that. We'll keep you abreast. We'll get more details about that. And again, big happy birthday to Jimmy Carter, who turned 100, the oldest living president in the United States of America. Again, let's continue to follow up story. Shout out to the Independent School District. As you know, Dr. Ramsey will be leaving today. Today is her last day. She will continue to be on contract until 2025, which is next year. We'll keep it rest. We'll get more details. All right, let's continue to follow up story about the your thing probably been going off all day. But again, the 16-year-old girl is still missing. Please call Hurst Police. Call 911 and let them know that you have saw the girl if you see the girl. I'm Donnell Ballard with Channel 49 News Break. This is your top story news of the day.